Hello. I will bless you, I will bless you, I will bless you, so that you'll be a blessing too. I will bless you, I will bless you, I will bless you, so that you'll be a blessing too. Those words sound familiar to any of you? I'll give you a hint. This isn't just Brian standing here and saying, I will bless you. Right? These are words of Scripture that we're singing. These are God's words to Abraham and Sarah. Right? I have a plan. I will bless you. And my plan is for the blessing of the whole world through you. I'm going to form a community, and through that community, I want to bless everyone. So I think we can sing these words too. I feel so blessed to be here with you. I've already been blessed in this community, and through Hank and Landis and Hank and Jane and the different people I'm meeting here. And we're here to celebrate the way that blessing is flowing all around, and the way that you are part of that blessing and extending that blessing, and the different volunteers in different ways that's happening. So would you sing that with me? I will bless you. Can we sing Genesis 12 together? What do you think? I will bless you, I will bless you, I will bless you, so that you'll be a blessing too. I will bless you, I will bless you, I will bless you, so that you'll be a blessing too. How do you know, how do you know, how do you know when the Spirit's here? How do you know, how do you know, how do you know when the Spirit's here? There's a wind that blows, a wind that blows, a wind that blows when the Spirit's here. A wind that blows, a wind that blows, a wind that blows when the Spirit's here. There's a fire that comes, a fire that comes, a fire that comes when the Spirit's here. A fire that comes, a fire that comes, a fire that comes when the Spirit's here. I'm feeling a little bit like the voice. We could use a little more voice here, Richard, I think, compared to the guitar. You let us know if there's something you need to hear, or something you're hearing that you don't want to hear. You let us know. And a voice calls out, a voice calls out, a voice calls out when the Spirit's here. A voice calls out, a voice calls out, a voice calls out when the Spirit's here. Time to make a change, make a change, make a change when the Spirit's here. Make a change, make a change, make a change when the Spirit's here. And everybody speaking a different language, everybody comes from a different place. Everyone's amazed as the words are spoken, everybody understands. How do you know, how do you know, how do you know when the Spirit's here? How do you know, how do you know, how do you know when the Spirit's here? There's a people formed, a people formed, a people formed when the Spirit's here. A people formed, a people formed, a people formed when the Spirit's here. The climactic manifestation of the coming of the Spirit, the formation of a people. So I like to sing those songs. Those are two of the songs I like to sing beginning to remind me and remind us of who we are when we gather on a night like tonight. So this is kind of a mysterious song. I'm feeling like the guitar is kind of a bit loud. Can we move that down just a touch there, the guitar? Yeah, thank you. We are detectives of divinity. We're looking all around for signs of God's activity. Wherever they are found, God is up to something, of that you can be sure. So start the investigation, the clues are everywhere. When I wake up in my bed, the first thing that I see, sunlight spilling through my window, shines all over me. A clue already? Can it be? I think it is, I say. God's love's already shining before I start my day. We are detectives of divinity. We're looking all around for signs of God's activity wherever they are found. God is up to something, of that you can be sure. So start the investigation, the clues are everywhere. Baptizer John needed proof, so he sent some friends to investigate if Jesus really was the one God sent. Jesus answered, "Go tell John what you have seen and heard. The lame are walking, blind can see. There's good news for the poor." We are detectives of divinity. We're looking all around for signs of God's activity wherever they are found. God is up to something, of that you can be sure. So start the investigation, the clues are everywhere. You can sing it next time it comes around if you like. I think you're getting the hang of it. Detectives of divinity. So let's ask questions, follow leads, check for DNA, dusting for God's fingerprints each and every day. Those fingerprints are everywhere if you have eyes to see, 'cause God is far from finished with you and you and me. Let's sing. We are detectives of divinity. We're looking all around for signs of God's activity wherever they are found. God is up to something, of that you can be sure. So start the investigation, the clues are everywhere. Start the investigation, the clues are everywhere. Thank you. Well, that was a very kind and extensive introduction there, wasn't it, from Hank? Thank you very much. You know some things about me now. In fact, through some of Hank's investigations, I've been learning some things about my family and about my wife's family that I didn't know before either. But yes, so I've had that blessing of living in a lot of different places, being able to get a glimpse of God's activity in a lot of ways in a lot of places. Right? And it was about 15 years ago that I started writing songs. I'd been writing songs before that, but not, I don't know. But it was about 15 years ago that I started writing songs, especially thinking of songs we could sing together, and songs we could sing together with our children. What if our children could grow up, our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren could grow up knowing that God is up to something, and being encouraged to be detectives and pay attention and investigate and see what God is up to and how we can be part of what God is doing. So that's when I started writing songs that were very, very simple, very, very repetitive, and that kind of set me free creatively. I started writing many, many more songs, and there was good response, and that's kind of what I've kept doing. I'm very grateful. It's a bit of a surprise. So I thought I would sing with you tonight the very first song I wrote in that mode. And it's a song that gets us into these scriptural stories, like many of my songs do, that we're invited to be part of this. What is God up to? So it goes like this. I'll sing a line and you can sing it back to me. Okay? Can we try that? It goes like this. Let's do it down here. God's love is for everybody. Would you sing that? God's love is for everybody. The second line is like this. Everyone around the world, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, me and you and all God's children, from across the street to around the world, from across the street to around the world. That's how it goes. Let's put it all together. God's love is for everybody, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, from across the street to around the world, across the street to around the world. Let's try it one more time. Your confidence is growing. God's love is for everybody, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, from across the street to around the world, across the street to around the world. Abe and Sarah, listen closely, this is what God sent. Go where I send you, keep walking straight ahead. I am going to bless you beyond your wildest dreams, and I'll make of you a blessing for all Earth's families. For God's love is for everybody, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, from across the street to around the world, across the street to around the world. Yes, I'm starting to hear you. Aim just a little bit louder for next time. Jesus went to Nazareth, and from the scroll he read, the Spirit is upon me to bring good news, he said. Freedom to the captives, to help the blind to see. And I think I'll call disciples to share this job with me. 'Cause God's love is for everybody, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, from across the street to around the world, across the street to around the world. Paul the apostle wrote some letters to his friends. He said, do not be frightened, be faithful to the end. You are God's own temple, and God's Spirit lives in you. And Aquila and Priscilla said to say hello to you. 'Cause God's love is for everybody, everyone around the world, me and you and all God's children, from across the street